When it comes to fire preparations, some areas are at higher risk than others. There are a lot of neighborhoods in our region with very few evacuation routes. I spoke with sheriff's departments around Northern California about some of their greatest areas of concern. The Sierra foothills are one of the most vulnerable areas in Northern California. Here you find the combination of dense vegetation and population. Once a fire starts here, there are some spots that might be difficult to evacuate. Let's look at Amador County as an example. From west to east, the county runs from the valley floor to the high Sierra. And in between, there are communities embedded in the vegetation. Amador County Sheriff Gary Redmond says his county is overdue for a fire.
We are overdue with the Butte fire, and then the Caldor fire last year was one of those close calls, and it was based on wind, and that was it. So it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's just when this will happen.
There are some parts of the county that the sheriff is more worried about than others.
Everything east of 49 is really my concern. And with the overgrown brush and the amount of fuel we have, we've got areas up in the Fiddletown, Shake Ridge corridor, all the way up into Pioneer 88. Those are a lot of our main concerns.
A network of narrow roads in this area, combined with dense vegetation, will make an evacuation here very difficult.
The threat is extremely high. There's a lot of overgrown locations in Amador County with, very little, ingress and egress out of those locations.
Now is the time to be prepared for fire season. Amador County and most other counties have an alert system you can sign up for to be alerted about evacuations and other emergencies in your area.
Now's the time, and we've been talking about this since last year during the Caldor fire. I go to a lot of locations, and myself and my OES coordinator, this is something we always talk about, is making sure you're on that code red notification.
Amador County is just one example of the fire danger on the west slope. In Placer County, the sheriff here looks at the town of Forest Hill and the difficulty of an evacuation. El Dorado County has places like Mosquito and Swansboro. These are just a few examples. There are many communities in the foothills that have difficult access in the case of an emergency. If you live in one of these areas, prepare now for how to get out in case of a fire. And one other thing I heard from the sheriff was that they issue evacuation warnings and then orders. And he said if you have a difficulty getting out, if you have large animals, if you have medical issues, you don't wait for the order. Go on the warning. Leaving early is better than leaving later.
Well, and like we saw with the Caldor fire, that order may come at 2 or 3 a.m. and there aren't street lights out there. So then you would be trying to evacuate in the middle of the night in sheer darkness.
And that is the sheriff's biggest concern, is trying to get people out of those relatively remote areas.
Yeah.